Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are making a video game from scratch with Love2d and Lua. What up, Brightside? How's it going, dude? Yeah, we're unfortunately, I normally wait for ads to run, but I've only got an hour today, so we gotta jump into it. We're working on, I think what we're gonna work on today is the castle, Mage's Castle, because we've got the inn, we've got the dungeon, we've got the corrupted water changing. We need, you know, like the whole process here for the demo the ideology has been, let's work on the hardest stuff first so that as we get closer to finishing the demo, it's a downhill battle, which should be easier, right? So I think we're at the point where we can do some of the sort of easier stuff, like design some of the pixel art for the castle and whatnot. So I do want to I think we're good to get started on that. So we don't have any more features to add. We just have to build out the overworld and then a little bit of bug fixes, and then our demo will hopefully be ready for the world. So I think we're going to try to design this Mage's Castle up here. So you see we walk into like a little green thing that's a warp zone that'll teleport us inside the castle, but we need the outside. And the idea is, this right now is just wood floor, but we need to make a rickety bridge sprite so that it's like walking over a rickety bridge over here. Then we'll add some like bottom lake bits here so that it looks like this part is also elevated. So the idea is that this rickety bridge won't be so much corrupted water, but the castle here, Mage's Castle, the doorway is going to be about this area, but when we walk up here, we'll see that the castle is very tall, and it's got some sort of, I don't know, castle-y top. Maybe there's a treasure chest up there that you can't quite reach until later game. So maybe just like as a teaser that there's a treasure chest at the top of Mage's Castle and a little doorway leading to the bottom. So to kind of just like tease the player like, oh, if you can get up into the Mage's Castle, there's something up there. But right now, this is just a blocked wall because you don't have access to it. Now we do have like a blue metaphysical barrier that mage that spawns behind mage when we do oh wow, that looks crazy. I thought it was, there we go, it's Y. Oh no. So yeah, if we play out, if I didn't mess up the transition there, we would see what the Mage's Castle looks like here, because we do this whole thing for the beginning scripted opening sequence here where we open our eyes, we get the controls over here, and then right here, if we try to walk out at this point, Mage triggers a little thing, and then he gives us the first element of the game, and then he gives us Flamma here with the bright side shout out right there, and then here's the wall that I'm talking about. So like he spawns this magical wall barrier. So So it's a little jacked up, right? Like right here, the magical wall is rendering, but we can walk through it. And then right now, it's a default without triggering that cinematic. We can't walk through it, but there is no wall barrier rendering. So that is like one of the last things I feel like we need to add, like feature-wise, is figure out how that gets fixed. Because right here is okay. It's just not rendering the particle, because we're only rendering the particle system in the state. In the state we have this state machine for it. I forget the name of it, but it's a different render. That's why, because like we didn't want to just bog down the particle system in the play state here and just say, well, if you happen to be in the scene of a mage thing, then go ahead and render your particle system. I wanted to do it, no, switch over to a particular mage state with a particle system inside, and then when you come back out, switch back out of it, so we don't have to have that particle system clogging down our play state. So we're in a good boat here. But yeah, we have to design this Mage's Castle. So let's just hop into it. We need to look up the master sheet here. And then we don't have, and same with the refinery, right? Like we need to build a refinery outside because we've got like a cabin with like a log cabin outside and inside, and then the refinery has got the inside of a stone castle here, but the outside of a log cabin. So we need to do the refinery as well, and then the overworld stuff. So we're in good shape. We're in good shape. We're hoping to finish the play tested demo, or like not finish the demo, but like get it out to people to play test for bugs by the end of this April. And hopefully we don't have too many bugs, but you know how that goes. So we're gonna, yeah, it's not bad. We've got all the hard stuff done. You know, the particle system for the mage wall barrier, that's gonna be maybe a little bit tricky, maybe not, maybe it'll be easy. But yeah, we need to basically, and I don't know how we would do this. It's like, I guess a way we can kind of try is like, because like designing the tile sheet is one thing, but it's hard to do the tiles when you don't know how they how they look with one another. So I'm screenshotting the outdoor so that we can kind of look at what the overlay will look like. So I'll just pull it in here. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so like this is what we're trying to add the castle to, yeah? So let's just pull this, just so we can get like an idea. Now, in the game here, it is what? 10 wide by 9 tall? Yeah, 10 wide by 9 tall, and there's 16, so it should be 160 by 9 times 16. So there's 16 times 9 is 144 by 160. So 160 and 144. I always forget Game Boy resolution, but that should be it. Okay, and then that's not quite right. Oh, it's for the HUD. Yeah, okay, so that is right, because yeah, we're missing the HUD. That is exactly right. Okay, so we'll place that bad boy. Okay, so this is a kind of overlay just for us to start sculpting out what the castle's going to look like, and then we can break it apart into the individual tiles that we add to our tile sheet. So let's see here. Yes, okay, so let's maybe just, I don't know the colors just yet, but we can do, I don't know, we can do just anything really. I kind of want, it's going to be a doorway. Okay. I don't know if I want it 3 tiles wide or thicker than that. It's a little, because I kind of want, yeah, I think the move is we make it go from here to here, 1 tile over this way. And then what we can do is if we shift the warp zone over 1, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We can add, I think that's okay. That's okay. Because yeah, the idea is we're going to shift this up, but the castle's going to come down like this into a doorway. And we're going to shift up this warp zone so you can walk inside it, and the overhead of the door will come in front of your face there. And then, so yeah, I guess this would maybe come down as far as the very bottom. Then we have the doorway. Something like that, just like a rough sketch, right, of how it looks. It looks weird. I mean, aside the fact that it's red, it's like, because I was thinking, you know, I don't really want a double door here, but maybe we can have like a little sconce with like some fire. Yeah, that would be cool. So if this is like, you know, we can build out this pathway could be built out a bit more. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that we have more grass up here. You know, and then yeah, I don't like this. You know, we'll redraw this. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what it looks like. Yeah, I guess this could be, yeah, we're gonna have to redraw it, but I do want more of this brown color. Yeah. Okay. So here for the castle, it's gonna be, we can pull the exact castle colors we're using already to keep consistency. Yeah. So like just, you know, imagining what it would look like. You know, not final art at all, but it helps to kind of just see what it could look like. I don't know if I like this tube idea because it's rounded. You know, I think I kind of like more of a square shape. No, I kind of like the cylinder because I like the idea of like a spiral staircase leading up to the top of Mage's Castle. So I think I do like this spiral. It just looks weird because, yeah, I think either we need to shrink it so that it cuts off. Hey, Electus, what's up? I think we need to shift it. I don't know. It looks too skinny. If we just cut off. Yeah, because like if we were to say that it's more like that, I think it's too skinny. But it looks too weird. It looks weird with the door offset like that. So I think we might just need to make it 3 pixels tall. It'll just be a tower. I think that's what we'll do. Yo, what's up, Loki? How's it going, Electus? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I know. I can't stream long. I gotta leave here at 5:10, so I've got 50 minutes left. So it's gonna be a short one too. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Always cool to see ya. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. This is like just placeholder, right? For like, this is just so I'm making sure I'm making an okay call, because it's hard to commit to something before I kind of see how it looks. So this is just kind of proof of concept. Yeah. Okay, so this would mean that this would round out a bit further, faster. And then, yeah, go straight up. Okay. So yeah, if we do like, I think that's the move, is just a 3 wide tower here. And then, cool, Electus. Yeah, well, unfortunately we're not programming in Lua right now. We're just doing pixel art, but yes, the whole game is in Lua. The source code is up on GitHub if you want to check it out or run it in Love2d, but unfortunately we're not doing much programming today, just some art. But yes, I think something like this. You know, I don't like, you know, we'll get rid of this. It'll just be an edge. And then, Yeah, this will be... Yeah, Lua is very, very friendly, I would say. Very easy to kind of wrap your head around. Okay, I think instead of a pit here, I think what I want to do is like a little sconce of fire, which I think would be cool. So, yeah, this would be more like... Yeah, I think it would be cool to do a little sconce up here instead of this. Yeah. So if this is, yeah, I want to do like a little, almost like a goblet of fire. Like literally a goblet of fire. Something like this, where it's like... some little thing like that, but with the fire. Just to kind of signify... You know, this is just placeholder, but... just so we can kind of see what the castle might look like. Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking... yeah, something like this. So if we have like two goblets of fire there, it's not very centered. We might want to put... yeah, I think we'll scoot everything over just a bit. Oh, pie game? Cool. Yeah, I definitely have tried pie game stuff. But nothing too crazy. Yeah, I think the move is we put Rickety Bridge over to start, like right there. And then we can scoot the whole castle over one. I think that's the move, because I just want it to look a little more symmetrical with the goblets. So it looks a little more intentional. Yeah. See, and that's tough, because it's like right in between. Could we have it right in between? Thanks, Alexis. Oh yeah, you know it. Definitely. Yeah, you know what? Maybe this isn't the move. Maybe we shift the goblets over a bit. Because the thing that's, you know, we kind of have to... I think we might need to make it shorter. I think we might need to make our pathway here a little shorter. Holy crap, thank you for the follow, Alexis. That was so loud. That woke me up. Here, Alexis, if you want to see some of the rest of the game, I can show you real quick. We've got a little inn where you can take a rest and heal up. You can come out here. There's a little dungeon. The idea is you can equip a tunic. You can equip a spellcast element that'll allow you to spellcast magic. And then there is a little dungeon over here. I can show you some of the enemies. We got some bats. The green tunic allows you to push items. So you can push things like crates and boulders. The spellcast cleanses the bats of their corruption and they fly away. And then you can harvest minerals for spellcast upgrades. And you can also use these pushables to block bats from flying out from their caverns there. And then fall into pits. Oh my god. But yeah, so like this is the game. There's a musical element to the game too for it's like Guitar Hero. So you've got a lute and you can play little songs with it. And part of it is like you know, you got to solve like a little riddle and play the Guitar Hero mini game to cleanse each biome. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Yeah. That is good because that's what I'm going for. It is heavily inspired by Link's Awakening. The pixel art and the style overall with the pushing and everything. So, oh my god. But yeah, it is supposed to be but Game Boy-like game. It is rendered and calculated at Game Boy resolution, so it's pretty authentic in that sense, but we don't keep to the color palette restrictions or anything, so we can get like with the spellcast elements, the particle systems and everything, they are a little more I won't say like a little more, I don't know, like you don't really see particles like that in a Game Boy game, but it is at the same resolution. So just kind of, you know, doing our own little thing, trying to make a little game. There's little meditation idols that you can sit at, and this is how you restore your element's power. And then yeah, you basically just fight off corruption and then try to restore balance in the ecosystem. So I do think, okay, I think I've got enough idea for the castle. I do think we want like a 3-wide castle, but I don't like the centering. You know, we need to make this new goblet for the Goblet of Fire here. We need to remake this. So maybe what we'll do, we've got 40 minutes. Let's see if we can do Yo Electus. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, this is my first project in pixel art, so I can tell you all I did was I pulled reference art from Link's Awakening, and I use this as like a jumping off point, at least for the characters and the overworld, right? So like if you look at the overworld, you know, I modeled a lot of like a lot of the stuff to be kind of like this. So I just use this. Oh, actually, dude, this is exactly what we want, is a castle 3-wide like this with an entrance. The stairs are really cool too. I don't think I'll do the stairs, but just like this where it's 3-wide and it rounds out. That's exactly what I was thinking. So you can always pull stuff like this. You know, I didn't just copy and paste the art, but I did use this as a jumping off point. Like, see this water? I did my own way. Like, I tried making it myself looking at this. I kind of analyzed it frame by frame and kind of tried to recreate it. And like, you can tell my tree isn't pretty like this tree. My tree looks like crap, but you don't have to be amazing at art to get something cool done. So yeah, I would say just try it and go for it. There's only, 16 by 16 pixels, so there's only so many combinations you can try in terms of like how it looks. So like if you know what you're trying to do, like bricks or something, there's just sit down. I'd recommend doing this Sprite app, because you can do, like, what you can do is you can say, give me a 16 by 16 starting point, that's our tile size, and then, like, let's say you wanted to do like some bricks, so you get some red, you put in the red, and then you can say, over here I'm gonna do a tiled mode in both axes, and then get a darker red and try to draw some bricks. So you could be like, just draw like 1 brick, 2 brick. This is a bad example, but like, see how it's kind of like looping it for you? So you can kind of just draw like a cobblestone path or something, and then you can it'll kind of loop and do that for you, so you don't have to be super great at it. So like in just 2 seconds it kind of looks like a magma floor or something, so it's like you don't have to be amazing at pixel art to try to pull something off. And then it's just refinement, right? So like start out with like this nasty Goblet of Fire, but then we'll just go and refine it. So yeah, so like this is just kind of like trying to paint the picture and get it organized visually, and then we'll go and try to actually do the final sprites for it. And then, yeah, I think what I want to do is try to place the goblets, the goblet of fires, so we can see. The software is Asprite, A-S-E, yeah, P-R-I-T-E, yes. Yeah, I want to say, I don't know if it's free, but if it's not free, I think it was only like $3 or something. I really recommend it if you're into pixel art. It's like the best for pixel art. So I don't know if it's free. If I bought it like years ago. I don't even remember how much it was. But yeah, I do want to do. Let's try to get the goblet working. So I'm gonna do a new. I'm actually gonna open our Fire Atlas. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. I think you can. Yeah, if you're into that, you can just compile it for free, or if you don't know how to do that, you can always buy it from Steam. But yeah, that is cool. Flame Atlas. This is it. So we do have a fire starting point, but I want to put this in the goblet, right in the little thing. So we kind of want to shrink this down. I want to say that we want to shrink this down to be like, how do we do this? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, that's the good news. If you can compile it, that would be really sweet. What the? How do we scale this? Okay. So yeah, something like this. Just a smaller flame. And we can break it apart. You know, we don't have a reference for a center point on these, which kind of sucks, but we can at least get the height. And then split it up and then look at how the animation looks, which, you know what, we might have to split it up. Yeah, I think we have to split it up now into 16 by 16. And we'll do, 16 by 16, here we go. And then we'll just do it frame at a time here. Because here, if we do it in its own, if we do it on a frame by frame basis, then we can animate it and see that we're doing it right. Yo, sounds good, Electus. Get some rest. Hope you feel better. Oh, I feel you. Sorry about that, man. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Get some good rest, man. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see how off our animation is. Actually, it's not bad. This is a little off. Cool. I like this for the goblet. I don't know if I like this lone pixel up here. Nice. I like this for the goblet, so we'll just make the goblet part of it. And then this is going to be sitting outside of Mage's Castle. Kind of want it to look like the gray brick of the castle with maybe like a black guardrail for the goblet or whatever. So let's just do this. This will be our brick layer. Yeah, something like this with like a black kind of guardrail or whatever. Like, not guardrail, but like a, you know what I mean, like a... I want it to look like stone. I don't know if this color is exactly gonna work. Don't really like the shape of it. I think it needs to be a little different. No, I think it should look... I kind of think it should almost look like the castle itself. You know, like almost like a rook chess piece, you know? That's kind of what I'm thinking now. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it should look more like a rook chess piece. So if we had it like, and maybe just like a thicker base by a little bit, kind of, gosh, man. It almost looks like, almost kind of looks like a candle at this point, but I think it's like, I don't know, I kind of like it being kind of simple like this. But maybe like an inscription or some sort of little shape. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like this. And then we'll kind of just like extend the back so it's got a back. Yeah, something like this. But maybe a little shorter on the back end here. Yeah, and then I still do kind of want, let's see, if we take this layer 2 and just give it every layer, let's just look at what this looks like. Yeah, it's just a little distracting. It goes too wide. It goes too wide that it doesn't look like, I think we just need to shrink it. If we just do, I think we can afford to shrink this in on each side. Yeah, and maybe we can, yeah, I'm kind of wanting like, let's see what it looks like. Uh-oh. Oh, God. What did I do, man? I put us in advanced mode. Control F. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks, I don't know, it looks like too much like a candle to me. So let's get the bottom to flare out a bit more. And I like this shape at the top, but I think we just need a little shorter, and then we'll flare it out at the bottom. Something a little more like this, maybe. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know. I think it... Yeah, I still don't like it. It should look more like a sconce, you know? See, like, something kind of like this. Or it's more... Yeah, like, I like these kind of guardrails around it. Yeah, I don't like this. I like the candle one better than this, but I want it to look more kind of medieval sort of deal. Yeah, how can we do this little sconce thing? It's got like a V shape to it. You know, something kind of like this. Let's see what this kind of looks like. Something like this. Let's see what that looks like. That's looking better. Yeah, that's looking better. I don't know if I like... It is closer. It is closer. Yeah, I don't like the detail in the bottom stone bit, but I do like the little sconce thing. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking that. Other than, yeah, I don't like the bottom half. There's some tweaking we can do here. Okay, we messed up and put like some of the shading on this one. I'm gonna just... Let's just remove the gray from the sconce layer. And then we'll add it to the floor layer just to keep it simple. Yeah, I'm just not sold. Maybe at this point we can try to do the taller version of the base rather than this wider version. Okay. So yeah, let's try this again. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really like that. This is looking closer. Like I'm liking, kind of liking where this is headed. Let's see what this looks like in motion. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking this better. I don't know. There's two... Still kind of feel like it's too chunky at the base here. This is looking better. Yeah. Yeah, I might be happy with that. Ooh, yeah. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, it is. Yep, I gotta leave. Okay, I gotta leave. Okay, I think we will call it there today. I'll need to make... I still need to make Mage's Castle, but this is a cool... We got a little sidetracked, but this is a cool little detail for the Mage Castle patio. And then we can use this as part of a clue for the first tome to kind of signify that this is the screen in which you need to play the first song in order to uncorrupt the waters for the beginning of the game here. So I do like this. I think we will save this. Let's save this Atlas. So we'll export it as a sprite sheet, and it'll be a PNG. How do we do this? Yeah, PNG. We'll save it in our graphics. This is called sconceAtlas. I'll just say sconceAtlas PNG, and then we'll make sure it saves in the right place. Yes. What the? Dude. Okay. Alright. Export sconceAtlas. Let's just make sure it's in there, and then we will call it a day. sconceAtlas. Yep, it's in there. Cool. Alright, well, hey, thanks for watching. We'll run the credits, and then we'll find someone to raid out to. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll get some more Mage Castle stuff done on the road to finishing the demo by the end of this month. At least finishing the demo for playtesting. And then hopefully in the next month or two, we will get our demo up on Steam here. So I'm hoping we can stay focused and keep chugging along. Yo, I'm not seeing a lot of people to raid. Hypnotic's on. Yo, we'll raid out to Big Boy Games. I know he's raided us a couple times, so we'll return the favor, say what's up. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good day.